Fox News host Tucker Carlson has finally found an opponent who is on the same intellectual level as he is. And that opponent happens to be Elmo from Sesame Street. On Tuesday, Tucker Carlson picked a fight with Elmo from Sesame Street. Now, Elmo was not present on Fox News to argue and debate Tucker Carlson, but he did set Tucker Carlson off because earlier in the day, I guess, Sesame Street had run a special on racism in America and what happened with George Floyd. And they presented it in a way to explain it to children. And that, oh my God, that's just about the worst thing you can do. And Tucker Carlson came fully loaded, ready to take on Elmo and the Sesame Street gang, who are apparently indoctrinating our children. Take a look at what happened.
Country, people of color, especially in the black community, are being treated unfairly because of how they look.
It's a children's show. Got that, Bobby? America is a very bad place, and it's your fault. So no matter what happens, no matter what they do to you when you grow up, you have no right to complain. That's the message, and it starts very young.
So Carlson says right there, it starts very young. This is what they're teaching our children. Yes, it's what they're teaching our children. It's what Sesame Street's always done. Sesame Street, for the decades it's been on the air, has always tackled issues that children do in fact face, but they have tried to help them understand it. They have explained it in a way that kids can understand. They have done this with the death of a loved one. They have done this with autism, with homelessness. I believe they have also done it with other diseases and stuff out there. This is what Sesame Street does. These kids out here in the United States, they see what's going on. Either they catch it on the news as their parents are watching, they hear grown-ups talking about it, or kids just, reading themselves and seeing that this. Sesame Street helps to put it in context for them to help them understand the history of it and not just see the one-sided news about what's going on. But apparently that's too much for Tucker Carlson. He doesn't want children to understand things. And I think the reason for that, as we all know, is because if kids understand things and they grow up to be adults who understand things, then they don't grow up to be adults who watch Fox News. Fox News is the network for people who don't understand anything and don't have any interest in understanding things. That's why they're watching Fox News. They think they understand. But that's not what they're getting from Fox News. But again, Tucker Carlson is furious at this. He later went on in the program and said the United States was, quote, becoming like North Korea. Now that he's actually right about, but not because of the protests, not because of Sesame Street, but because of what the President of the United States is doing. Sending out these armed guards all over the country, particularly in D.C., patrolling the streets. No badges, no identifying markers. They're just armed, militant-looking people who claim that they're there from the Justice Department. Yeah, this is looking a lot like North Korea. But you actually like that part of it, Tucker. That's what you wanted. That's the guy you're supporting, the guy you're out there defending every day. What's actually American? I mean, hell, it's one of the reasons this country got founded in the first place. A little bit of rebellion, a little bit of fighting back against the oppressors. That's what we're seeing in the streets. What's coming from the White House is full-blown dictatorial fascism like what they have in North Korea. But I'll tell you where you're not getting fascism or even North Korea style propaganda. It's not coming from Elmo and Sesame Street. And what's funniest about this whole thing is that the backlash from this that Tucker Carlson has received, he lost. He picked a fight with Elmo and lost. That, folks, is how pathetic Tucker Carlson really is.